Today, we're in Lake County having Malbec. Let's get it. Welcome to Wine Still of the Week, where I go find a bottle that's under $20 that's punched above its weight class. I can't wait to get into this wine today. Till next time, cheers. Hey, what up, y'all? It is Wine Still of the Week. I cannot wait to get into this wine with you today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful week thus far. I know I am. Before I get into it, I just want to let you know that it is Wine Week on Grapes and Sand newsletter. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I will get more into this at the end about what Wine Week entails. But let's get into the wine. That's what we're here for. And I have an interesting varietal coming out of an interesting place in California. So today we are in Lake County, and we're in Red Hills area, AVA. And this is a Malbec, 2019 Malbec being grown in Red Hills of Lake County. I'm really excited to try this out. Malbec is a grape that's grown a lot of different places, but I didn't know they were growing it out there, so I'm really excited to try this out. This is 2019. This is called the Boatique Winery, and here you go. You guys can see that. Alright, let's get into this wine. On the nose, I'm getting blackberries going on here, like really like fine, like small, like very tight clustered blackberries. I don't know how else to describe it, but it seems very concentrated. There's also like this, like you remember those Flintstone vitamins you used to have to take as a kid back in my day? I'm 44, so it's like back in early days, and they had this like really like weird chalky like fruit smell. I'm getting that on the nose here. It's really interesting. I'm gonna swirl this because I did just open this up. I'm definitely getting plum here now too. Starting to open up and starting to get like a nice little purple plum going on here. Very fleshy plum. There's a bit of floral action going on here. Definitely some some violets going on, but there's also something else. I don't know what kind of other flowers, but maybe lilacs with that. Maybe even some green shrubbery too. Like a little bit of green green shrubbery. I think that's the best way to put it. Like something earthy, but like not fully earthy, like a little bit more on the green side. That's it. Something was escaping me, but now I just pinpoint what it is. Definitely getting green olives on here too, which is really interesting. I like that. Adds another layer to this. There's also like a little bit of a cedar plank here and a little bit of nutmeg. Let's go ahead and taste and see if everything's translating to the palate. Wine Still of the Week will be right back. As a dad, I can sometimes feel the weight of the world on my shoulders, and meditation helps to release some of that weight. I'm also trying to break generational curses, and with that being said, meditation helps me to overcome some of those things. If you're a dad who meditates, check out my gear. Cheers. Now back to the show. Good wine, very well structured, especially for a Malbec. Malbec can get a little wild on the fruit side. And because the fruit is so pure and so delicious, a lot of times people don't worry about structure. Just kind of let it do what it does. And I get that because I'm one of those people that is a fan of winemakers just letting grapes do what it does. But some grapes you want to corral just a bit, and I think Malbec sometimes is one of those grapes. This one's very well structured. I'm going to get into that a little bit deeper in a second, but I want to take another sip and then go from there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Acid here is medium plus. This has a good amount of acid. I mean, tiptoeing the line between medium plus. I'm going to say medium plus. It's like right there in the bottom part of it. Good acid here. Tannin's approachable. I'm going to say medium. Almost the same place as where the acid is. Let's taste it a little bit more and make sure. No, I'm going medium plus on the tannin too. Tannin to medium plus. This is a medium plus bodied wine, not full body. I would say medium plus here. Finish is long. A lot of complexities going on in the mid palate here. I'm really enjoying this wine, and it's very. I'm gonna put it this way: it's very muscular here. This is a very like intense but muscular wine. This does not do anything that the winemaker doesn't want it to do. It feels like, and what I mean is there's no flab on here. Like, you know, I sometimes call wine, like I say, wine have love handles when it's a little bit not enough acid on the finish to like elevate the fruit. Sometimes the fruit gets a little bit too lush. Even though it's good, it gets a little too lush, and it sometimes can be a little cloying and just sit there on the back of your tongue like a heavy stone on the back of your palate and not going away. You want the flavors there, but you don't want it to be sitting so heavy. And acid definitely like elevates that. This one doesn't have that problem. The acid is there and it elevates it, and it stays. It just coats. It's just smooth. Great mouthfeel here too. Let's talk about the fruit. Really nice ripe blueberries up front. Definitely when you get into that second and third quarter, that plum starts to make its way, starts to make its presence known. And beautiful bright plum here too. Fresh plum, actually, to be honest with you. As it gets into the third quarter, you do get a little bit of spice. I wasn't catching that on the nose so much, but there's something exotic and spicy here, along with some black tea notes on the finish. There's also like this nice, hold on for a minute. There's also this nice like black currant from the beginning to the end, and then in the mid palate you get this licorice thing that's popping in, and that what I was talking about before with that little olive thing pops up too, but it goes from green on the nose to a little bit more black olive on the finish. Coffee grounds on the finish. I think I said that, but I'm not sure. This is a really complex, well structured, great wine. I think this can actually sit down for a couple more years because there's so much going on in here. It's not seamless yet, but I think this is going to be really seamless as this starts to develop even more. I really like this wine. I'm going to, if I'm going to score this wine, I'm going to go 89 plus here. But this, being honest with you, I may buy a couple more bottles of this. This could really start displaying some amazing stuff in the next 4 to 5 years. And so I'm going to buy a couple bottles. I'm going to open one probably next year to see how it's developing, and I'm going to let the other one sit for like another 3 to 4 years, and then I'll taste that after 3 to 4 years, because I'm really curious to know how this is going to go. This has some potential here, and I can see this getting up to like 94 points because of the potential here. There's a lot of potential here. Really good wine. Highly recommended. The still here is, I got this from Grocery Outlet during their sale that they just had, and the price for this was $14.99, so definitely worth a buy. Buy a couple of bottles to see how it progresses. Also, Hawaiian Week on Grapes and Sand newsletter. A lot of stuff going on. We got the article that just dropped. I'll be dropping a podcast. I'll be dropping some excerpts from the book, from one of the books that I have published. And I'll also be dropping the podcast. So stay tuned. A lot of stuff going. You can sign up for the newsletter for free. So you don't gotta spend too much, you don't have to spend any money. Or you can buy me a cup of coffee every single month for about $5, which is our paid, and then you get everything, you get access to everything. So hope everybody's having a wonderful week. I heard this is the perfect episode to get you into the weekend. I plan on having a great weekend. I think it's Labor Day this week on Monday, so hope everybody enjoys their Labor Day. And question of the day: who's making the best Malbec in California? And please tell me the name of that, and by putting it in the comment section, please, so I can go find it. Maybe I'll review it and let you know what I think. Guys, until next time, cheers.